in Sugar Land with my daughter and my 3 daughters and my husband, and I practice in Sugar Land as well. Thank you so much.
Our next candidate is Sherman Hatton, position Fort Bend County Court at Law, number 6.
I'm going to walk fast, I know we only have 90 seconds.
Thank you.
Good evening, Fort Bend. Good evening. You got to do better than that. My father was a pastor, and he said anything dead needs to be buried. Good evening, Fort Bend.
Yes, sir!
Here we go. There we go. I am Sherman Hatton. I'm running for County Court of Law number 6. I am excited to be here because I love seeing bipartisan events. I love seeing the voters getting to come out and actually get to see the candidates, actually see and feel, talk, get some kind of sense beyond what you see on a card. A little bit about me. My life, my adult life has been about public service. Before I was an attorney, I was a teacher. I was an educator at-risk schools. After that, I became an attorney. I've been a prosecutor in the DA's office. I'm a general felony prosecutor now. I've handled hundreds of misdemeanor and felony cases. I've also handled juvenile cases as well. Now, why I want to be the judge in County Court 6. This is a new court. Fort Bend is growing. We talked about diversity earlier. The reason why it's growing is because we are so diverse. I want this court to signal the change that's happening right now in Fort Bend. And what that means is that we have to look away from the old and start with the new. I feel like we can have justice, be fair, be efficient, and do it all at the same time. I don't think that's a revolutionary idea. We can do that in this court. I believe that the juvenile system should be a savior from the penitentiary. It should not be a feeder to the penitentiary. Let me repeat that again, because that seems to be novel to some people. I feel like the juvenile system should be a savior from the penitentiary, not a feeder to the penitentiary. I also feel like your financial situation should not predicate whether or not you take a deal that you might not be guilty of. Everybody understand that?
Yes, sir.
It's novel, but it's something that's going to be implemented in County Court 6. All right? And that means that if we can offer more PR bonds to people or defendants who have non-assaultive misdemeanors, then that availability should be there for those people. Not just for the few, but for many people. There are some exceptions to where you won't be able to get a PR bond, but your financial situation should not dictate whether or not you take a plea. Okay? Fort Bend is diverse. Fort Bend is going to become more diverse. That should be shown in the court system. That should be shown in the court system. And beyond that, I don't want to just talk about diversity. I am qualified for this. I have the experience. I have had relevant experience. Not experience that's detailed in other areas. I'm talking about relevant experience for this court. Now, I'm going to close with this. I know that we only have 90 seconds, and my time is probably already up. But I would like to offer and extend to my opponent a time for a forum or a debate between now and next week. I actually have forums already set up for that, so I'm publicly offering that debate. Thank you.
You know, the desire of this league was to bring, say, moderator and introduce candidates from both parties. This is the first time it's going to happen tonight. I'm the person who introduced the Fort Bend District, the Fort Bend County Judge. And now, the candidate who's running for the same position is KP George. Come on down.
Everybody, good evening. I'm KP George, and I always say that 25 years ago I came to this country with a few bucks in my pocket, very little English, and I came a long way. And I have a life which I dreamed about. Now, 2014, I decided I need to give back to the community. And that's where I started. I ran for Fort Bend ISD trustee position. I won, and I've been serving since then. I got re-elected in 2017 with 64% of the vote. And now I realized a tremendous experience I gained from Fort Bend ISD. And also I'm a board certified financial planner. I understand money and I understand budget, things of that nature. Take it to a high level and serve. You heard so many people talking about Fort Bend ISD being diverse. And I am a product of Fort Bend County's diversity. And we wanted to reflect that in the government. And I'm here to ask for your vote. kpgeorge.com, I'm on Facebook, and all this good stuff, you know, Twitter and all that stuff. Check me out, find out what I stand for, what I have done as a Fort Bend ISD trustee, and I hope I earn your vote, And let me tell you this, when you're surrounded by 10 feet of water, and I always say that, it doesn't matter if your county judge is Republican or Democrat or independent, you need to be picked up, you want a place to go. And that is what I intend to do. And look forward for your help and support. I'm KP George, and I look forward for your vote. Thank you.
Our next candidate is Amy Mitchell, running for Fort Bend Judicial.
You should mention, when you talk about city council, that I'm on Sugar Land City Council.
You should have.
I take directions from my officers. And if I don't do that, I lose my job. It's a really high-paid job.
Yes, and you are great at it, so thank you for doing this, both of you, we really appreciate it. Hi, my name's Amy Mitchell, I'm running for County Court at Law number 4. And let me start with, hola, bienvenidos, assalamu alaikum, namaste, ni hao. Reflects our community, which I've had the privilege of serving on city council now for 7.5 years and working with each different portion of our community, which I'm so proud of. This is not something new for me, it's something I've been doing all along. And you can check it out, it's out there. You see me in a sari, you see me in clothing from China. I love all our different cultures. Beyond that, I have 32 years of practicing law. I own my own law firm. I'm AV rated, which is the highest rating you can have. I've tried over 70 trials to conclusion. I've actually made law in the state of Texas. The AV rating is from both judges and lawyers, so they have said I am superior, I am the best you can get when it comes to being a lawyer, which is really an honor. So I ran unopposed in the Republican primary. I choose to believe that because the Republicans all believed I was the best possible candidate for this job. It's because I have the requisite experience, knowledge, compassion, and one thing I also have done is high ethics. I served on the grievance committee of the state bar for 6 years. I was the chair for an unprecedented 2 years. I've overseen ethics of lawyers, which is what you want. You want somebody on the bench who has knowledge, who's ethical, who has done the job from beginning to end, who knows how to run a law firm and will know how to run a courtroom. I ask for your vote for County Court at Law number 4, Amy Mitchell. I look forward to seeing you on November 6th. Thank you.
They say to err is human. Human beings will always make mistakes. But to forgive that mistake is a bigger act of kindness. So I hope you forgive us for this little slip that we made. Thank you.
Always forgive you, son. You're awesome.
The next person who's going to be addressing you is running for U.S. Congressional District, Texas 22, Shri Preston Kulkarni.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Shri Preston Kulkarni, and I will be your next U.S. Congressman from District 22.
Yeah.
Now, I am so proud and so honored to be here at the Fort Bend Voters League because Americans are sick and tired of partisanship, of hyper-partisanship that's tearing apart this country. Now, I served under Republican and Democratic administrations alike. I was sworn in by Colin Powell as a Foreign Service Officer. I served my country overseas in dangerous places like Iraq. What we see now is something different than we've ever seen before. Everything has devolved into a partisan battle. And we don't like it. We don't want it. I am proud to have Republicans on my team voting for me, volunteering for me, donating to me, even people who had previously donated to my opponent, institutions which had previously endorsed my opponent, because they don't like what they see. Because we know that we have fundamental values in common, like compassion and reason and decency. Because if anybody out there has been stuck in the middle of Houston because they couldn't get home because of horrible flooding and had to sleep on a stranger's floor like I have, you know that a hurricane isn't red or blue, and that the problems of climate change and disaster relief are a challenge that we all have to face together. For anybody who has witnessed gun violence up close and personal, like I have, we know that bullets don't discriminate, they don't go right or left based on your political persuasion, and that our children are all being terrorized by gun violence, regardless of whether their family is conservative or liberal. And we have to do something about this problem of gun violence. For anybody who's been on the point of bankruptcy, like my family was, when I was 19 years old, My dad had just died of leukemia. You know that a pre-existing condition is not Republican or Democrat. And the problem with skyrocketing healthcare costs in this country is one that we all have to face together. So if you believe the way that I do, after the 2016 election, when I saw things were so divided in this country, and I reached out to a Republican colleague and started a group with him called Breaking Bread, where we would just sit down at a table together, not debate issues, just share a meal and try to understand the other person's perspective. Out of that group, 3 of us, we decided to run for Congress. The other 2 are Republicans, I'm a Democrat. We all won our nominations for Congress, and we've all agreed that if we get to Congress next year, we're going to start breaking bread in the Capitol. If you agree with that sentiment and that attitude, then I'm asking for your vote on November 6th. Thank